And so we got 3 movies to cover, so let's go ahead and jump right into the first movie, being Aquaman. And it stars Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, Patrick Wilson, and Nicole Kidman. And this movie is about Arthur Curry, a hybrid of the ocean and surface world, and son of Queen Atlanta, must claim his rightful place as king of Atlantis by battling his brother, King Orm, and stop him from raging war on the surface world. So first and foremost, this movie at its core is essentially several things. It's a high-budgeted B-movie, I don't give a fuck, I'm going balls to the wall type of movie, and a step in the new direction of the DC movies. Because this movie has a lot going for it than it doesn't. This is a fun movie with awesome action scenes, and I mean just well choreographed, from the hand-to-hand combat, from everything under the sea. It was a spectacle to look at in theaters. The visuals helping in how just everything comes together. You could tell James Wan knew exactly what he was doing and how he was supposed to do it, because the fight scenes are among one of the best aspects, and if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not even just the stuff under the sea, but just the rooftop scene. And of course, Jason Momoa kills it as Aquaman. He is a fun, likable character with a lot of humor to him. And I even like this character from Justice League, and after seeing him in that, it got me really excited to see his movie a year beforehand, and with James Wan being attached to it, I knew that it was going to make a splash, pun intended. He gives an edge to the classic character that makes him cool, to where that everybody who had something to say about how lame he is now can say something positive toward the character. I mean, I guess you could say that's wishful thinking, but hey. I mean, he brings a charisma to the character so much that you can tell that he was having fun making this film, and he was one of the best parts of this overall thing. And he was one of the best parts of the overall movie. And the other actors didn't slack as well. Amber Heard, who plays Mira, did an awesome job, and of course, with her just being just plain sexy, that did not hurt her not one bit. And I did like Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master. He was a great threat and enemy to Aquaman, and I liked his overall look and just how he came across in his delivery. And Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, I believe I said that right, as Black Manta was another standout for me, as I didn't know if he would have too much to do in this movie, and he just kind of did the right amount of stuff he needed to do. And the scene that he was in when he was actually Black Manta was one of the best scenes out of the whole movie. And how it was used in this movie just made sense to him being one of the main parts of the narrative story. Along with the visuals of some of the tech and just the designs of the suits and just how everything looks, the world building underneath the sea from Atlantis to the other places we visited throughout the film was so imaginative. And it makes me more curious to see what they're going to do in future films that we're more than likely going to see. And it makes me more curious to see what they're going to do with it and how they're going to expand on it, just the whole world underneath, and just the new techniques and new things that they could come up with. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, just wait till you get to the trench scene. I'm not even going to say anything further than that, but just wait till you get to that scene. But in conclusion, this movie is definitely worth checking out. And like I said, this movie is fun, it's funny, it's exciting, entertaining, and filled with a lot of great visuals, characters, awesome action pieces. But like I said, it is a high budgeted B movie at its core. But you could tell that everybody had fun with developing this movie behind the scenes and especially in front of the camera. And it truly shows, because this is a winner for DC after they didn't struggle to try and get things to this point. And one thing to note, that this movie does have a mid-credit scene that is worth checking out if you haven't seen this movie before. And with that, I'll give it a 9. It definitely is worth checking out. I do like it a lot. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead, check it out, stream it, whatever.